Italy in the medieval period was a land of feuds, folly, and one infamous pilfered pail. It wasn't the unified masterpiece we know today. No, it was a patchwork quilt of city-states, duchies, and kingdoms, each with its own flair, fervor, and, in this case, a fondness for buckets. Now, let's rewind the clock to 1154 when Holy Roman Emperor Frederick Barbarossa of Germany had grand dreams of becoming Italy's king. The Italians, ever spirited, argued that the Pope had the divine power to crown emperors. Barbarossa responded by conquering cities left and right, leaving a political rift that would make Shakespeare blush. Fast forward to the aftermath, and Italy found itself divided into two factions: the Ghibellines, loyal to the Holy Roman Emperor, and the Guelphs, fervent supporters of the Pope. Oh, the drama. This political split birthed resentment and rivalries, setting the stage for our peculiar tale. In the broader European context, the 12th and 13th centuries were characterized by feudalism, religious conflicts, and power struggles between monarchs and the church. The Italian city-states, including Florence, Venice, and Milan, were at the center of cultural and economic revival, laying the groundwork for the Renaissance. Bologna and Modena, two neighboring city-states, found themselves on opposite sides of the political spectrum. Bologna leaned Guelph, Modena favoring the Ghibellines. Tensions bubbled, raids ensued, and the stage was set for an event that would go down in history as the War of the Bucket. Picture a fateful night in 1325. Modenese soldiers, fueled by mischief and political rivalry, infiltrated Bologna. But, what were they after? A bucket. A simple humble bucket at a public well. Little did they know, this would spark a conflict that would echo through the centuries. The Bolognese, upon discovering the missing bucket, were incensed. They demanded its return, but the Modenese, in a moment of defiant absurdity, refused. And so, with a stolen bucket as the catalyst, the War of the Bucket commenced. Bologna, not one to take a bucket-related offense lightly, assembled over 32,000 troops, led by their charismatic leader, Niccolò dell'Arca. They even managed to get Pope John XXII himself involved. On the other side, Modena, with a cheeky grin and a mere 7,000 soldiers, had a secret weapon. Professionally trained German soldiers thanks to their Ghibelline allegiance. The stage was set outside the town of Zappolino. Bologna, with sheer numbers on their side, faced off against Modena, whose seasoned soldiers had a twinkle in their eye. Chaos ensued. What a spectacle it was. Despite the odds, the Modenese, with their German-trained warriors, overwhelmed the Bolognese. The Bolognese, humiliated and outwitted, had no choice but to retreat. The War of the Bucket had its victor, and the Modenese even staged a mock decathlon, just to rub it in a little more. Now let me tell you, the War of the Bucket was about more than a stolen pail. Some historians say the bucket itself wasn't pinched until after Modena had already triumphed. Centuries of discord led to this moment, and the bucket was merely the straw that broke the camel's back. As the war fizzled out, an armistice was signed in January 1326, bringing a temporary truce. Yet, the Guelphs and Ghibellines continued their dance of discord for 2 more centuries. While Bologna never saw their bucket return, Modena proudly displayed it in their cathedral's bell tower, a quirky relic of a war that rumbled over more than just a pail. And even now, 700 years later, the bucket remains a source of playful dispute between the two cities.